and they looked a lot more confident on it in that. So we'll have to see if that plays into this, as this is game 5, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start off with the knife round. Anything tricky here you want to do? You want to throw down some bars or something like that? Or
no, I don't.
Got nothing?
I don't have it in me to be a rap god like Sadikist. I'll let the knifing do the talking. Obviously, not the biggest knife round in the game right now, I would say. Obviously, you do want to be starting on the CT side, but it's not super one-sided either way, this map. And terrorist sides can certainly get a lot of bang for their buck when it comes to aggressing onto sides, especially the likes of Virtus.Pro. There we go, it all comes down to this. We have been through trials and tribulations for both teams. VP got battered on the first 2 maps, including their choice of Train. If you just joined us, it was 16-7 on Train. One of the worst performances that VP have ever had on T side of Train, I think it's safe to say. But since then, they had a pretty solid T half, although wasn't really required that many rounds for them because they wrecked the CT half so hard. But then on Cash, their T performance looked a whole lot better. So that should put them in good shape here for Mirage.
Yeah, so, need to see them doing well here on the T side. Again, they are one of those teams that really do like to use that mid control, keep Bialy parked outside the A-bomb site, be able to use different players towards up to be apartments like Taz and then Opera or something. Whoever that op may be, could be Snacks, could be Neo, never really know at this point. Yeah. Looking to get control of that middle. They can just, do these aggressive splits with that, putting heavy numbers through the connector, maybe falling some players back once they have control and just splitting you through, the Palace and the ramp and connector all at the same time. And this is another one of the maps, I would say this is their 3rd map in line. I think Train's really up there. Cash has been really up there. Obviously, they won Cash, they lost Train, but this is the next map, I believe, that VP is going to be the most comfortable on, especially on the terrorist side, getting those big numbers that you expect out of this team.
All right, here we go, ladies and gents. We are into the final map, the first pistol round. There can only be one winner, and the winner of this moves their way through to the grand finals tomorrow to face off against SK. That in itself was a pretty big upset when they beat Hellraisers 3-0. Again, both teams opting for a bit of utility. Double smokes for Tempo Storm. There was a couple smokes for VP. I think they've just been thrown onto the B site, but this is looking like a fake. Look where that bomb is. It's still lurking in Palace from Virtus.Pro. Taz and Bialy will be coming out, but the headshots come in thick and fast from Tempo Storm. Wow. 3 in quick succession. Out like a light go VP. And it's all well and good Snacks being on B side, but the bomb's on A, and Tempo Storm know it.
Well then, that is one way to start game 5.
It sure is, and that's one way for Tempo Storm to stop the curse of these last 2 maps that have gone against them. Remember, when they won their first 2 maps, they started off at a 5-0 advantage. They were able to do that on the 2 maps they lost. So if they can get the 5-0 lead again, this is doable.
Yeah, so it's just that Bolts and Phelps duo on the A-bomb side, much like on the A-bomb side on Cash, just being able to deliver a couple of frags apiece, and now it is going to be 1-0. Virtus.Pro quick to buy up here onto some Tech 9s and armor. Didn't get a bomb plant in that round. Didn't even really get into the site very much. So we'll see if they can't force up and put one through. 3 players gathered up here outside of A main. A couple looking to push middle.
VP still flirting with the idea of going back onto mid. Snacks and Pasha have a decision. They can go through into B-apps and try and fake this again. You can go underpass, maybe get a 2-pronged attack through on connector. There are options available with a minute and 20. 3 smokes. So VP have committed quite a bit into this round alongside the Kev lot. First smoke will connect into window. And now this allows the underpass play to come to fruition. They don't have to worry about anyone spraying them down from the window side. The smokes are landing all across the site now. And VP are just a couple seconds away from pulling the trigger and aggressing into N1. There's the first headshot, gonna get himself 2 as well. He's down to 20, but it's more than good enough as Bolts is gonna rain fire with his FAMAS. 2 kills have came back-to-back from Snacks. He's gonna keep this round interesting.
And B's open, actually, because he's the one who pressed through that with the P250. So that bomb, you can see it tracking through the B apartments to actually be able to get in there and get a plant. Snacks just double-checking, making sure that everything here in the market is actually taken care of. And so the bomb will work its way in. Phelps begins to make his way over. So it looks like a bomb plant is certainly going to happen for Virtus.Pro, but whether or not they'll be able to halt the retake's a different question.
Of course, we have the benefit of being able to see the minimap. If VP knew that this bomb site was open, they'd just charged that bomb straight in, but they had to be very careful, and Phelps has played this one to perfection. He's going to peek round, he's going to stop that bomb from going down. Can he get the second spray? Yes, he can. And Tempo Storm will keep the pressure applied 2-0.
And I was actually mistaken there. Snacks didn't clear out B. He had come through window, so he had to help clear out B, which gave Phelps enough time to get in position to stop that bomb plant. So great job there from Tempo Storm to prevent that from happening. And now this should be the easier round win for them, as VP shouldn't have much into this one. In fact, you see them having bought absolutely nothing, just Glocks.
Yep, not even a single grenade picked up. Probably hoping to rush out onto the A site, see if they can get a bomb plant, but other than that, it's going to be yielding nothing really for VP. And this is getting in towards deja vu territory now, Tempo Storm. They seem to close out when they start well, and there's Bolts with his Deagle. Snacks was no match for him with his Glock. But here comes the push. And judging from the fact that N1's actually watching ramp and they have a player on stairs, this bomb could get planted, he goes for the kills instead, and that's completely fine. VP, this is pretty much what they set up for. They wanted the bomb plant, they get it. That means they have a much more bolstered attack going through into round number 4.
So there is the 3-0 start from Tempo Storm. They did so without really losing any members in the past couple of rounds. That one was a perfect one. They're going to keep those two FAMAS in play on Lucas and Phelps. M4's out in the Bolton Showtime. Hit one with the op right away. He's had a good start with 4 kills. See if he can work it with the opposite. Will be Snacks taking it here for Virtus.Pro. See where he wants to take it. Looks like he's going to take it towards upper B, which is where Showtime is usually going to be playing with the rifle with Lucas.
Instead, opting to go for more of a catwalk-centric defense. So not going into the B app side, which, strangely enough, may actually have saved their life. And we saw against VP when they really struggled against Hellraisers that it was Oscar who pushed up B apps with his AWP that did so much damage. So this may be a part of the map where they are a little bit vulnerable.
Look at this. Phelps aggressive on the A-ramp. He was doing this a lot against Ignitas early in the tournament. Won him a couple of rounds by doing plays like this. Bialy, normally the guy here to deal with that type of stuff. Taz also actually inside Palace, so they're a little bit A-heavy here. Looks like they want to split the same bomb side through middle. Already a couple players making their way up connector.
Oh, there's 2 players going down ramp as well from Tempo Storm, and they're right up in the face of VP. The bomb carrier of Neo was nearly in the firing squad as well, but he does manage to just back away through the T spawn. Meanwhile, Showtime lays down the hammer onto Pasha. The numbers starting to get thinned out for VP. They still have themselves a smoke, a molly, and a flashbang. They find themselves a player down, and with 35 seconds, they've got to push through connector. That's where the bomb is for Neo. He's still a bit worried in case there's a player looking through window. They also have to be very cautious in case someone peeks up from short. Lucas, close range, gets executed from Neo. And now this is going to open up things nicely. If Taz gets that kill, it's looking so good, but by him falling down, Neo now is in such a bad position. 15 seconds, he has to try and make something happen out of nowhere. And he's going to get picked off, at least from his perspective, though. It's before the end of time, so he's not going to end up getting smashed economically as well. But this is a great start for Tempo.
Certainly is. It's just that aggression A-ramp completely just, puts a stop to any plans VP had. They were wanting to split that A-bomb site, but then the bomb got into danger. He had to back up towards middle, and it just kind of caused Virtus.Pro to have to try to scramble to come up with something on the fly, and it just wasn't enough. Tempo Storm defending very well. And now they have VP on the pistols. And one going to be over here towards middle, going to put the incendiary behind the mid boxes. Players like to cross there with this Fat Cat smoke, so he gets a little bit of damage off, and Phelps will finish that off with a nade.
Smoking connector, he's not going to get punished while he had the smoke out. This time, not just Glocks for VP. A labored kill, but a kill nonetheless for Phelps, and he's going to add another one, another notch to his belt. Neo, in the meanwhile, puts him down with authority with a P250 from jungle, but only 15 health to his name. And judging by Tempo Storm's positions, I mean, they are circling him. The question really is, not is Neo going to die, but who's going to kill him? And the answer is Showtime. 5-0, we've seen this before. VP have lost maps when in this position earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like Tempo Storm have hit a whole new level at this point, at least to start this thing off, but will they be able to keep it up? That's the thing. I mean, Virtus.Pro, again, very good T-sided team, especially on maps like Mirage. So I certainly could see them getting right back into the Snacks. We'll have the op once more. Looks like he wants to take it over toward the A-bomb site this time around. He's going to go ahead and throw out some type of smoke there for the back of Cat to allow those riflers at middle to begin to cross. But look at this, Phelps getting aggressive at underpass this time, so really changing it up. Hardly ever see this from him.
Very intelligent play, though, realizing that VP probably going to slow things down. They've tried the aggressive pushes. They've been completely repelled.
And look at the rotated causes. Already 3 members of Tempo Storm rotating to A.
And Phelps could actually get rewarded as well. I don't think anyone's going to look down. He could have them line up from there's the first one. Oh, nearly gets a second as well. He pop flashing, re-peeking again. And that cost him his life. Maybe there's a call there just to back away. You've got the kill, you've got the information. Why go for a 1-for-1 trade? That's
certainly a fair question to ask. Maybe he was looking for a bit more, but didn't need it. Could have just, made sure they were held in place. Now that causes Showtime to have to go back to B, because he has to be concerned that they could be rerouting this area. Neo is going to be there, causing a presence, keeping him in place, but it looks like they still want to go A with this. But now they're causing Tempo Storm to move around. Not quite confident anymore it's going to be an A execute.
That's the thing. If Phelps survives and he just backs over towards where Showtime was instead, they could have kept 4 players on A or 1 in mid. To change the entire dynamic of how this round is playing out. Now, Tempo Storm may still hold this down to perfection on the A side, but it got a lot closer than needs be off just a greedy play. 25 seconds, Neo with the AWP looking to peer through. This time it's on Showtime. He's managed to get himself around the back of this. Could be an absolute slaughter. No one's checking behind them. He's going to bide his time waiting. There's the first kill. Taz is the next one on the chopping block, and now Pasha is going to fall. Great play from Tempo Storm. You've got to love how they're playing passive, but then also aggressive on the B side simultaneously.
Yeah, so well done. Even though Phelps did get caught there, Showtime was still able to press through upper B. He was able to kind of read Neo, who was throwing some flashes at B, but he heard Neo back off, and so he began to make that flank through. Spawn, you can see him here. There wasn't even any communication after Neo went down. Taz didn't have time to react, so he gets 2 out of that. And that's another big round from Tempo Storm. Now they're up 6-0, and now there's no ops for VP. A couple guys just on Tech 9s, in fact. They're trying to go heavy middle. Hin one's going to be here with the op, and there's no smoke to block his vision, but he misses the shot.
Gets the second one, though, and it's still tapping through. P250 out, but it's going to be Bolton, Lucas, Showtime as well, and we've seen this before. Tempo Storm just hammering players left, right, and center. Nice frag from Bialy. Maybe just a drop in the ocean. Look where the bomb is as well. Nothing easy about this round from Bialy's perspective. At least the time isn't low. But now the CT swarming on the bomb. And VP, after such a strong performance on Inferno and Cash, just slipping away again.
It really feels that way. I mean, if anyone was concerned that Tempo Storm might be out of it mentally after losing 2 maps in a row, I think that's been settled, that they're just fine. And if they can keep this up, not only will they win a huge series, but then they will just prove their composure, right? To be able to get through those last 2 maps, to weather the storm, keep mentally checked in, and still find the victory nonetheless. And now Showtime will have his op to play at B as well. They like to do this double op setup a lot, and now he'll be able to have it in his hands. Meanwhile, VP, what do they have at this point? Just a couple of AKs. Now their third does come in there at the last minute, and a 4th.
The thing is, Dust, as well, they have 8 kills after 7 rounds collectively, VP. 8 kills is all they have right now.
Yeah, these rounds haven't been close.
They've been complete slaughters. And for a team like VP, that typically, if you get rounds, you're going to have to really bite down and fight and scrap for every kill you get. This is so unlike them. Bolts now with 2. Phelps comes in, but it's just another spray down. It's easy for Tempo Storm. Make it even easier. Phelps just turns his attention to Palace. The full house of frags. Phelps with 2, Bolts with 2 as well. Phelps with 3, pardon me, and 8-0. Timeout. Timeout call from VP.
They can't even get to the top of A ramp. I mean, we've seen Phelps or Bolts pushing that a couple of times now. They just deny Virtus.Pro even the ability to think about getting entries onto the A-bomb site. And they can't get anything going for them. I mean, it's just Tempo Storm just closing down on Virtus.Pro right now. I mean, maybe there was a little bit of struggles in the last couple of matches, how they found themselves here, but now that we are on Mirage, I mean, Tempo Storm are taking control of the game, and they haven't looked back, not a single time. Even whenever we saw something that looked a little bit questionable, Phelps overextending a bit maybe, they still recovered from it. And here you see it, Bolts and Phelps, that pairing at A, they've been excellent.
How demoralizing must this be for VP as well? You battle back tooth and nail to take us from a 2-0 to a 2-2. You've put all your energy in, and then suddenly you get to the 5th map, a map that you're comfortable on, and you just get wrecked 8-0. And every round has been a blowout. I think they only got 1 kill in the last round, so now you're looking at what? I think 9 kills in 8 rounds instead. This is so unlike VP. It's crazy.
Yeah, and of course they're still not even aware that op being in Showtime's hands at B, so they don't even have a read on that yet because it wasn't used in the previous round. You look at the scoreboard here, I mean, Lucas is 3-1 because he hasn't had to do anything. It's just been mostly the Phelps and Bolt show. And one's also done his job when he was needed. There you see Phelps on the screen, just chatting with his team. They're just making sure that everything stays in order.
Seems very animated, whereas when we were looking at the VP players, everyone fairly subdued, understandably. But he's a guy that we actually highlighted on the build-up to this map. We said he's gone quite quiet. He had a great performance on Dust 2, which seems forever ago now. I'm sure it does for the players as well. But since then, went a bit quiet. But hey, he's been stepping up with a vengeance here. Stats from this match, there you go, 20 for 25. When you consider that his performance on Dust 2, he got a huge amount of kills. I'm not entirely sure that was correct, by the way.
No, that was definitely
There's no way
not
he's got
even in
20.
the ballpark.
I'm pretty sure he got more than 20 kills on Dust 2 alone.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, again, he's been the guy to step up for this team lately. I mean, everyone's been hyping him up as being this next star player from the Brazilian region for people to keep their eyes on. And he's living up to that name in this tournament for sure.
Stats from this match. I'm trying to figure out which maps that is because I think he's already got like half those kills on this map.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Let's just get on to this next round. Yeah, that's where we need to be.
Those stats are all from the past. What we need to focus on is whether VP can make this a competitive Mirage or if they're going to go out with a wimp up. The smoke in connector does connect, but so does Showtime. Just pistols in play for VP. I'll be looking towards round 10 to make things change in their favor. The problem with that, though, is in best case scenario, it's a 9-6 halftime scoreline, and we know that the CT sides have been fairly shaky today. Phelps with 2 kills, from strength to strength for him. It is an eco bash. Well, you can only beat what's put in front of you. Then one AWP shot. That's all she wrote for VP in round 9. Cruise control for Tempo Storm.
Yeah, they're just skating through at this point, but that was a save, of course, from Virtus.Pro. So here's what they were really talking about. So you will see them make their buy now. Snacks will have the op once more. He does have a spawn to perhaps go towards. He doesn't really have a great mid spawn, so I'm not really sure what he's going to be looking to do. Looks like he will be heading over here towards upper B. Looks like he maybe wants to try to duel out Showtime, who will probably have his op on the van.
Oh, the trade back and forth. Snacks avenging Neo. The other thing as well, that the fact that no one from VP is even mounting any kind of big score means they can't even rest on anyone's shoulders. Like, everyone's performing poorly.
Absolutely. As I mean, an even trade there for VP. So that's actually one of the better openings they've had onto a round. So they're still pretty spread out. They do have some players at top mid. Bialy still over here outside of A. The bomb just thrown back for now, waiting to see if they can find something. Bialy just making sure no one's going to be pushing him. Palace. Snack still looking to see if he can't find Showtime. There's a smoke. It begins to fade out. Both players missed their shot.
2 AWPs in play. Still a barrel of the gun just peeked through for a split second there for Snacks. I think he saw that. Definitely saw where the HE was from. He knows exactly where Showtime is. At Showtime, using that grenade, does scamper away back to the site. VP have actually used all their smokes now, so they're going to have to rely on Molotovs and flashes to extend out onto the B side.
Do have Pasha talking the connector, so he can be able to cut off some rotates, but it all comes down to this execute, and Showtime on a nice position gets the first kill.
Very nicely done. That alleviates some pressure, but there's Taz applying it again. Taz with the second kill. He's going to try and turn this one back around for VP. After the pause comes in, here's the magic. Oh, the pause going to come good. Once again, Taz is not going to get the bomb planted. Bialy is there afterwards, and Pasha is snaking his way round into kitchen. It's all on N1. Gets tagged, looks for the flick shot, but there's Pasha and VP have finally introduced themselves back to Mirage. And hopefully, from the neutral's perspective, that's the first of many. Tempo Storm, though, 9 rounds in a row, easy rebuy.
Yeah, definitely so. Really well done there from Taz. He had, I mean, 2 of his only 3 kills in the game right then and there. Very well done. Help move that along. Pasha also had great positioning in that connector, able to get that flank off and secure the round, but Tempo Storm so much cash, because again, these rounds haven't even been close that they've been winning, so the double op is right back into effect. No aggression this time from Tempo Storm at middle or underpass, but they are once again pressing that A ramp. This time there will be no one there to greet them, but it'll give them some information.
The flash is out, allow some control for Tempo Storm. I love how aggressive they are on their CT side. Really entertaining to watch. Meanwhile, Showtime is pushing up on the B side of things as well. So information scanner, then N1 will secure the first kill for the Brazilians. Boosting from VP allows Taz to get a little bit of information across back to the Poles.
Looks like Lucas is wise to it, though. Look at him. He's parked out here just waiting for this type of play.
Yeah, absolutely knows that mid-control was given up, so it's very possible, and there's showtime for a second. In fact, his first, pardon me, it's the two AWPs that both got a kill apiece. But the amount of impact both those kills have had, I mean, the aggression hasn't even had a chance to start so far, Dust.
Yeah, it's the thing where Storm pushed, but they fell back. But it kept, you know, Virtus.Pro guessing, are they still there or not? So it's causing them to have to play this a lot slower, and it's just Storm getting the kills now.
Bialy knows there's a player around the balcony. That molly's good, but they can't follow up on it, so Phelps can easily just hop on up the ladder. Neo, meanwhile, puts him down. Bialy comes in, and suddenly this is very real, very possible. N1 on the CT boxes. Neo's going to look to plant the bomb. It's the two AWPers. They started off this round so well, and they could finish it well as well. Showtime with the first one. N1 can't come in to avenge his teammate because of the smoke. He's looking, he gets the kill to Neo, and VP have just been knocked down several levels.
Oh my.
The round loss bonus has been reset. Their economy is not going to be great. And more importantly for Tempo, they've already hit double digits on their CT side. And VP are known for their T aggression on Mirage.
Absolutely. I mean, it looked like they were going to get that one. They had a couple of nice kills. And I mean, you're playing a 2v2. You're having to retake with two ops. It's not an easy task. But N1 hits a nice reaction shot there, jumping up on top of the boxes. And so VP, they're right back to just Tech 9s. And Virtus.Pro can make this half even more dominant at this point. Phelps up to 17 kills. N1 also doing well with the op. And now they're pushing mid. I don't know if Pasha spotted that.
Oh, he gets flashbang. So right now, all he can see is a snowstorm that's descended on him personally. That will lift soon. But so will Showtime. Lift his aim towards the window. Finds himself Taz. Can hear the pitter-patter of footsteps. Lucas with a double. Both headshots. And it's just too easy for Tempo Storm. Fair enough, it was a Tech 9 Kevlar buy. It wasn't great, but this entire half has looked simple.
Yeah, and at this point, VP are never going to have Tempo Storm saving anyway. Even if they were to win out the half, they're always going to be up against full guns. Now Showtime even has an auto sniper in play. And yeah, you can see everyone just playing so well here. 11, 11, 13, and then Phelps up there at 18. Lucas just with 5, but again, he hasn't had to do anything. It's not like he's playing badly. It's just that everyone else is just destroying Virtus.Pro all across the board. As VP are looking to set up at A, maybe doing something a little bit faster this time, but look at this, Phelps is able to push him in and get the information.
Expending quite a bit of utility, though, behind the boxes on the off chance that someone was there from VP. Of course, we have the benefit of knowing that no one was there because all 5 players from VP looking to aggress on the A site. Maybe an air of desperation now. Just deciding, okay, let's go for that aggression that we're known for. Neo already through into jungle. A pretty key kill. Then one is dead and buried. A spray coming through. These smokes are on point as well from VP. There's no easy way of getting back onto the site. Pasha, if he can get this kill, it's going to be good for VP. Surviving's also pretty solid play. Tempo Storm have the auto sniper. It's not the greatest weapon to retake with, but Lucas with his M4 will put down Bialy. Neo's next up. Phelps with a beautiful frag onto Pasha. He's going to turn his attention towards jungle, but it's going to be Snacks and Neo. Bolts is holding down the site. Someone peek in 1 second. Oh, he just about gets killed in time. That was so close, half a second away from a defuse, but VP have got their second round on their T-half.
That would have been an absolute heartbreaker if that defuse would have come through and Virtus.Pro would have put up the 12th round. So VP, they finally get themselves a little bit of something here at the very end, but can they build on that? Or is that the best they're going to get? As that op still in N1's hands, everyone fully decked out, M4s in full utility. N1 going to be heading out to mid with the AWP. Virtus.Pro again setting up for an A execute. And again, we are going to see an aggressive position from Virtus.Pro on the A ramp. Will they hold VP off from even getting into the A site once more? They've done it a couple of times already.
Go for the flash again, lands in the face of Taz, but fortunately for him, Bialy, good guy Bialy, had his back. Taz down to 2 though. Oh, look at this, aggression from Lucas. Right up mid, fears no man. Kill for him, just cheekily back on off.
Absolutely. So just even the numbers right back up. So, I mean, VP fortunate they've been using kind of a double A setup on default to have a trade there to prevent that push from having too much impact. But then it's just Lucas getting out mid. But VP still looking to hit A at some point. Snacks going to be here, and Palace. Everyone else outside of the A ramp. Phelps playing on top of the balcony. But it's a 2-2 split. The rotate will actually be a little bit far off here for Tempo Storm and these B-bomb site players. So these guys need to hit their shots. I believe that's Phelps and then Hin 1 in the spawn with the op.
Just an incendiary really in the hands, and N1 gets caught switching weapons, but so does Snacks. Phelps with a second. He's done so much work. He manages to navigate his way into Shadow. Being tricky to deal with. Oh, here comes Showtime with his double spray. He's been eerily quiet, but he's starting to make a case for himself again as well. 13 for 5. Phelps 21 and 6. Nobody with more kills than deaths on the side of VP.
I mean, and it's again Phelps making a play. Hin 1 goes down. He was trying to actually opt through connector, so he gets blindsided by that push up the A ramp. It forces Phelps to make a play as his rotate is very far away, and he gets it done. He gets 2 kills, and then even just that little maneuver down the ladder to stay alive a couple of seconds more is a couple of seconds to allow Showtime to get into the jungle and be in position to get the kills that he delivered upon. So now it's Tempo Storm up 12-2. It's the last round of the half, and Virtus.Pro are going to have to play it with just some Tech 9s and armor, and they haven't been converting these type of rounds at all, so this is not looking good.
Set play onto A, coming to fruition. Smokes on CT box, on jungle, on stairs. First kill goes their way. It's the P250, wants to get towards the M4, but that Molly actually stops him. He can't get to the M4 right now, and he, in the meanwhile, is going to get that plant. Looking good so far from VP, but the retake is going to be a very real threat to deal with for Virtus.Pro. If they can get a couple more kills out of this and convert it across to some assault rifles, and it's doable. Bialy's using an off angle. He's got his sights head height. Beautiful position from Bialy. Showtime had no chance. N1 now, though. It's his moment to shine, potentially. And Lucas, the twins, all that remain for Tempo Storm. Snacks will be watching the close angle. Oh, that grenade can actually kill him. No, it doesn't. He survives and gets the kill. Now it's up to N1. Can he pull off the hero plays? Missed 2 shots. He's missed the 3rd, and that's going to cost him his life. And VP will at least get 3 rounds out of this half. The question comes in, Dust. Is that good enough?
Probably not. I mean, if we're 100% honest, I mean, maybe it gets you a little bit of confidence, but I mean, Tempo Storm still has a commanding lead, but we will get to the conclusion of this game in just a few moments, but first, a quick break.
Phelps played godlike. He had 3 players almost had, I think, 100 ADR or over. I think Phelps had like 135 plus. So he has just been ridiculous. But here we go. We're into the second half. VP need a miracle. And the first one of those is going to be this pistol round. They've got 2 HEs in play. They've got a smoke and a flash. But Tempo Storm are setting up for a fast A execute.
Absolutely. There's 3 players at B right now. There's only 1 player at this A bomb site. That's going to make things very difficult on Virtus.Pro.
It certainly is. The HE over onto the CT boxes. Won't land anyone. It's going to be a retake, a full retake from Virtus.Pro. They're tapping out. They're saying, okay, fair enough. You've got the bomb planted. Now let us retort back in kind. There's strength in numbers. They've got 3 or 4 players in the CT. Spore, but that flashbang destroys all of them. Phelps can't get any more than 1. Lucas and Bolts are coming in, though. And this has gone horribly wrong for VP. They desperately needed this round. Snacks and Taz, though, may have something else to say about Snacks with a beautiful one-tap. The drive-by is real. But N1 is still alive, and he's got himself the first kill. He can just back away. There's no defuse kit, so Snacks is going to have to be in this for the long haul. He's going to hold on to it. He's still got himself. He's got the kit. Now he's going to get the defuse! VP come back from a ridiculously bad situation to take it. I only noticed at the very end that Snacks had the kit, but if he didn't pick that up, he was screwed.
Oh my
goodness. And one
goodness.
assumed he didn't have the kit as well.
You think that one was in the bag for Tempo Storm? We thought they had sealed the deal. They had done everything. They got in. They had some frags. I mean, it was looking great, but somehow, some way, VP, they get back into it. And now they have won the pistol, so it's 12-4. They have a chance to build upon that and get to 6 before Tempo Storm can buy up. Though actually, they are going to be pretty conservative here with their money, so they actually could buy next round. But this should be an easy one for VP. They already got a couple of kills.
I'm still somewhat shell-shocked at that double USP peak from Snacks. As we've been just talking, though, Virtus.Pro have just put them into the grinder. Tempo Storm, nothing. Going to be coming out of this round. It's going to be AKs now with that previous bomb plant. It's a test for VP, who are going to keep onto that P90. We saw Taz using it on Train on the B side. He got a couple of pretty nice plays with the weapon. Lots of grenades, though, for VP. They'll be feeling pretty confident about this round. Just imagine if they came back here, Dust, after that clutch, after the fact they were 2-0 behind, after the fact they were 12-3 behind on this map. This would be a fairy tale situation for VP.
Most certainly. Showtime trying to make something happen here at the apartments, but he has been mollied out of there, but he still gets away with pretty good HP. So it is just a 1-3-1 here from Tempo Storm. Showtime a pretty aggressive position in those apartments now, but he does get taken down by Snack, so he's already out of the equation for Tempo Storm.
Smoke comes through. That's going to allow Phelps to actually push through there. Taz may not realize this. Phelps has already got himself in. Now he can hear the gunfire. Taz is coming up from behind. There's the headshot. Point blank range. Going to switch out to the AK as well. Down to 32 he falls, but Tempo Storm have lost 2 players. Great start for VP. Neo now going to be bolstering the defenses on A, which is where Tempo Storm look to aggress. HE, actually the smoke and a flash in their hands. Bolts is eating damage, down to half of his health. 40 seconds left, and here comes the push. Lucas with the first. They're going to have to get a few more frags before they can get onto the site because VP have a pretty good hold of this. And also at the same time, Pasha's coming up from behind. Of course, it's him. He's on the flank. And if his team can just hold off for another 5 or 10 seconds, he will get kills. It's almost guaranteed. This bomb is not being planted just yet. 20 seconds left. Pasha is still making a move. The rest of VP are just playing this passive. It's exactly what they need to do. And Pasha, after all of that work, gets wrecked off bolts. You hate to see it, but Snacks is going to do what he can to stop this round from going the way of the Brazilians. N1, all that remains of 7 HP. This would be one hell of a clutch if he can get this one done. Bialy on 100. Snacks, who's already picked up 2 kills on the CT boxes, and he's not going to be able to do anything. Virtus.Pro will pick up a 6th. I thought it was going to go horribly wrong when Pasha got killed, though. Yeah,
I mean, that was a roller coaster ride of a round. It looked like VP had it all the way through, but then when that flank got caught, all of a sudden there was a chance for Tempo Storm, but it doesn't come to fruition for them. And so there you have it, Virtus.Pro getting up to 6, starting to close the gap on the scoreboard a bit. Tempo Storm just going to be on upgraded pistols this round.
22 for 10 for Phelps. That's very similar fragging to what he'd done Dust 2 as well. I think he was like 25 for 10. Well, somewhere on that mark.
They've played 10 maps, I think, including this one, Tempo Storm, throughout this tournament, and apparently he's had 20 kills in all but 1 map, the Inferno map against Virtus.Pro. So, I mean, that's consistency for you.
That's ridiculous, yeah. I think Oscar was hitting similar amounts as well, wasn't he? He's been a beast. Oh, that grenade. Anyone in Phelps will feel that for a few days. And one gets tagged further yet, down to 23. And here comes retaliation, but that flashbang lands in the face now. This Molotov is going to do some serious damage. They're not going to be able to push through it. They have to extinguish it with the smoke first and foremost, but the grenade is going to do the rest for Neo. 2 kills for him. Pasha's came in. Neo going to get himself a 3rd kill. And Phelps and Biaps can only stand and watch as his teammates, as his brothers in arms, fall around him. This has been a very solid CT half so far for VP.
And there's been a couple of tricky situations where Tempo Storm almost came up with it. Now, there was that 1v1 where the defuse just happened. That was the pistol round, actually. And there was that round a couple ago where they caught Pasha's flank, but still wound up losing the round. So definitely Tempo Storm's been in some winning situations, and you wonder if one of those will finally go their way, and then they're right back into this. Phelps has a good mid-spawn, so he tries to go for it with the op, but he's going to be taken down by Pasha. So N1 will now claim it back, but they're a man down.
One hell of a good way to start the round off. The talisman, the man on fire, has been doused out for now. Bolts, that's a good entry. Onto Bialy. Not just the entry though, but he manages to escape as well. That will keep VP and Pasha in particular on his tiptoes, on the edge of his seat. Not entirely sure where the player's going to be coming in from now. Our VP. For all they know, they just wrap themselves around towards the B side, but that's not the case, and therefore it has to keep 2 CTs here guessing. A 2-1-1 formation with the 2 players on A, and ramp will see 3 Brazilians looking to aggress.
Yeah, it's just Showtime trying to cut off rotates at middle, but it's going to be this push up the A ramp. Pasha avoids some bullets, but N1 has the angle on him, gets the shot, so now they have the man advantage to be coming to the A bomb site, but Neo evens it up.
Taz's position could be absolutely crucial in shadow. Is anyone going to check this? Yes, they are. They've got the bombs dropped as well. This has gone horribly wrong. Taz can get another one. The flashbang lands in the face of Bolts, but Taz not quite up to the task. 2-on-2. Below 30 seconds left. Snax is up on the toll booth. Can he get either of these kills? His teammate is dead and buried. Snax can't see anything just yet, but as soon as this smoke clears, he will. There's a first kill, looking to transfer his sprays, waiting for Bolts to push his location, and Snax gets it! The 2v1 clutch keeps VP in this map, and in this best of 5. What a play!
Definitely. So did you notice he actually saw that player up close on him at the ticket booth, but he didn't shoot. He wanted to get the other player first, catch the other guy off guard. The patience there was so well done. And there you have it. Virtus.Pro have themselves an 8th round. Tempo Storm still able to buy into this one, but it's not ideal, as it's just 3 Galils and a couple of AKs and not much utility. Everyone here so far gathered up towards the back of middle or upper B. They do have several smokes and flashes to try to pour into this B bomb site, perhaps.
If Snax didn't clutch that round, you're looking at 13-7. VP struggling. Another key moment to add to what we've seen in this brilliant best of 5.
There's been so many situations on this A bomb site that could have gone either way, but VP's claimed pretty much all 3 of them this half, and that's been the world of difference in this game.
Will VP continue to stamp out Tempo Storm? You did mention before, Dustin, very correctly so, especially when you finish a half at 12-3. It's all well and good. You can have 5, 6, 7 rounds that are flawless, but if you make a couple mistakes, you're still completely facing a defeat. No smokes left for VP, 50 seconds to play with. Well, if Neo's landing shots like that, it really doesn't matter. There is Incendiary, though, in the hands of Pasha, but Neo's gone down afterwards. Lucas will be the assailant. Lucas now on 2 HP, looks to push his way onto Catwalk, but Snax is up to the challenge. He'll pick him off as he moves into short. And he's holding this angle, and very intelligently so as well. He's just biding his time, waiting to step out the shadows and deliver some shots. He's shooting too high. He needs to lower his aim a tiny bit, and N1 can hear the bullets whizzing past his head. It doesn't matter because the kills are going to land anyway. And VP with yet another retake, and here comes the timeout. Tempo Storm, they're feeling the heat.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just Neo loving to play that aggressive cap position, loving to get into ladder room, getting that initial kill.
Sharing quite a bit of the burden on your team, but we are live again. The timeout has came and gone. Into round 22 we move. VP, 6 rounds in a row. Tempo Storm deciding to time out and get some much needed respite. Pasha missed his opportunity. The information will be called across though. The bomb's been dropped out again. This time it's from Biardi, last time it was Taz. He's gonna go down from the Palace push from Bolts. But surely the return kill comes in for VP, and indeed it will be Taz that pulls the trigger. And that could have just killed the dreams of Tempo Storm. N1 and Lucas. What do you have in store? Incendiary onto Firebox, living up to its name. Smoke's gonna be thrown on the triple box from N1, try and starve out some vital vision, but Pasha with his AWP will have his sights trained onto ramp. So if the terrorists aren't careful, they're gonna get picked off on the cross. That being said, Lucas is watching mid. It's just a question of whether N1 can escape out. That's the reason he's flashed onto Pasha. This gets him the opportunity to dive away back into ramp.
And this is the play. Can Lucas actually catch someone off guard and help open up this A side a bit more? That's what they're looking for. That's why N1's just kind of being patient, waiting out Lucas's play.
This is all about patience. It's all about timing. And it's slightly to do with luck if Tempo Storm want to get this. Oh, speaking of which, Taz is going to get the kill, but for a second there, you thought it could go horribly wrong. N1's still on the round, but not for much longer. Pasha makes the AWP work. VP bring it back to 2 rounds now that are required, and Tempo Storm will be on a half buy.
Big round there from Taz, even though they got that smoke on the CT spawn and prevented Pasha from having any free reign with the AWP. It was Bialy and Taz with that crossfire from stairs and shadow to disallow Tempo Storm access to that A-bomb site, and then it's just Taz, you know, the timing of making sure that flank didn't catch up to him. Huge play, and now it's 10 rounds for Virtus.Pro. They're making this comeback. Tempo Storm losing their lead little by little as each round passes at this point. And now they're just going to be looking to push onto this A-bomb site once more with the upgraded pistols and hope that they can get a bomb plant, maybe make some magic happen and steal a round away, but VP there knocking on the door of a tie game.
They're knocking, and they're looking to break the door down and charge through, but speaking of aggression, that's Tempo Storm have taken a death grip over the A site. It's just got a whole lot better. Phelps picks up the AWP, makes it work onto Snacks. Grenades are ripping on through onto Stairs, and it's going to be Taz that eats both of them, catches it perfectly. Now it's on Neo, and he can't get anything done, so Tempo Storm, in one of the worst buy-ups that we've seen from them, make it work, just charge onto A, get the kills, 13-10.
And it's Phelps getting up to 26 now. What a play from him that round, making the pistol work, picking up the op, and then finishing off the retake. And that could be the round that gets Tempo Storm checked back into this one. They're going to have the double op now. Phelps still with his N1, also picked one up. So again, they actually just changed it up. They went for a faster execute. This time it panned out. But now they're shifting Phelps' op over here to upper B. See if he can't find the pick onto Snacks.
This is a position that Oscar was godlike in yesterday.
The timing of that unscope.
Yeah, and it was Snacks that he kept killing as well in this position. So it's now down to Tempo Storm to pick up from where he left off. Not a great amount of grenades either, it has to be said. With a lot of time to play with in this round, an incendiary and a smoke, and that's about it. Or you can take the incendiary, the smoke, pardon me, off the table, because Pasha was wielding it and he has been eviscerated.
That was the shot from Lucas, man, and taking Pasha out at middle. That's a big one. Phelps did take a lot of damage from Neo's span there through the wall, but it's still a main advantage for Tempo Storm. You see them still looking like they want to attack upper B at this point. You have one player over towards A, but everyone else here at the B apartments. No one's rotated off of B, however, for Virtus.Pro. Still two players here. Lucas might try to see if he can't do something here at A to pull one of those guys over.
Oh, that was a big kill from Bialy. Needed to land that, and indeed he has. And now I think they realize it's going to be a B play. Snacks up on the boost spot. This is such a cheeky position. He's actually blind this time again. There's the kill, going to stop the bomb from going down. Meanwhile, Neo comes in with the M4A4. Good work from VP, 20 seconds. The bomb out in no man's land behind enemy lines as far as Tempo Storm are concerned. And it's two AWPs to play with. Two very capable AWPers. Phelps with the first kill.
They still have no idea Snacks is there, by the way.
Exactly. That's why the silence aspect of the M4 is so strong. Looking to spray through. He's going to bring out the knife and just puts it between the eyes of Phelps. The most painful of kills, not just physically. And Tempo Storm were looking good in that round after the first pickup, but VP bounced right back.
It's actually crazy because Snacks did fire off some shots at one of the players, but he didn't actually get a kill. It was teammate at bench who got the kill, so he was able to just kind of hold his position. Still was never discovered, and he's able to win the round. And even gets a little bit extra money there with the knife frag. So Tempo Storm, they did finally fit a round in there, but it was responded to right away, so they can't really build up their lead. And now if they lose this round, they're not going to have any economy left. And so Virtus.Pro would actually tie up the game, most likely with a victory here. So a lot of pressure being put on the Tempo Storm. They've already used their pause. They put it to use to get around, but can they do more?
Interestingly, it's Phelps that's running with the AWP now instead of N1.
Yeah.
So maybe realizing that he's the player in form, you can't even say it's a case of having the best spawn, because at this stage, nothing's really happened. So you'd expect to see N1 rocking with it now. It happens, though. If N1's confidence dropped a bit, we already mentioned that his ADR is not great, his stats aren't great in this map. I mean, if Phelps is performing well, then why not?
His quad kill won him that round. So we'll see if he can do it here again.
Oh, that shot miss is going to cost him his life, though. A 2-for-2 trade. The bomb is going down. That smoke is going to stop Pasha from aggressing back. Molly's as well. He's been flashed, but that Molly gets extinguished straight away. And one's going to push right through the smoke. He is trying to spam through there. Headshot through onto Pasha. There's another player right next to him, though. Oh, and it's Neo, and he's going to best N1 for now. Bolts with the spray, gets it done, and now Snacks on 16 points of health. We've seen him clutch before from the same position, but in a much more favorable spot. He's getting tapped from here, there, and everywhere. Connector's not gone down. He very nearly gets the kill on both players. On another day, that would have been a clutch, but that is not today. And VP go 3 rounds again behind. Oh my goodness, that economy.
They're winning rounds off of these Tech9 plays in the A-bomb side. That's how they won their last 2 rounds. It was Hin1 putting the Tech9 to use, getting through the smoke, jumping over a player. We're taking a look at that one play from Snacks again. That is what got VP their 11th round, but it is Tempo Storm who have found themselves at 14. And look at this, Virtus.Pro's economy is actually in shambles. They can't buy anything here, so Tempo Storm could get the map point now. It's an A bomb site stack here from VP. Everyone located here. The bomb is down in T-spawn. There's no commitment at all. They're just sitting scouts in pretty much every position. 1 A ramp, 1 palace, a couple towards the B apartments, and 1 middle. And Bolts feels this pressure at A. He's backing down.
Yeah, if you have like a P250 or something there, it's possible that VP would have got the kill into Bolts, but it was full USPs, just 2 flashes brought into this round, so minimal investment. N1, AK. Neo goes 6 for under, and now VP have to save 4 match points on their CT side of Mirage. Their economy, far from ideal. It's going to include a scout, it's going to include a FAMAS.
Yep. And it is, in fact, Tempo Storm have won 3 of the last 4 rounds, all since that pause, so it's really helped them out, and now they're in position to take another step forward in their careers, to make it to a final, to put another big series under their belts against an elite team. And will they do it here and now? It's set up for them. Virtus.Pro, they don't have much to work with, as you mentioned. So this would be their best opportunity to make their way into playing SK tomorrow. But VP, they've shown us time and time again throughout this series that they're not willing to lay down. They've already won themselves some fantastic rounds, and that's why we're even here on Mirage in the first place. So what can they do? Can they respond?
I thought there may be an air of desperation for VP who'd go all-out aggression, but actually they're playing standard. They're not pushing up too much. That smoke is going to connect on the van. I'm not entirely sure if that landed correctly, though. I think it may have landed still on the roof a little bit there, because Snacks has complete vision. And this could bait them out, you know. They could just walk into this jumping scout shot. If they think that he smoked off, Snacks had a chance. He did land the first shot, but now he sees 4 players coming at him. He's tagged 2 of them. One of them goes down from Neo, but so will Snacks. Now Neo has to go massive. He has to go monumental. He's gone down. This could be it. This could be game, set, and match for Tempo Storm. Pasha pushing in by himself. Spots the first player. He's going to get the FAMAS spray down. Looking for the second as well, but he gets picked off for now. Taz. He's got himself the first kill. This is a 1v2. AK picked up 20 bullets to try and make a miracle happen. Has to make every single one of them count. The positions from Tempo Storm are solid. Oh, Taz has no idea, and he doesn't even have the kit either, so he's going to have to stick on this. He breaks out the first player. The kill's gone down, but there's a Molotov on top of him, and this should be good enough to stop it. Anyone's going to go off next, and it's going to be the map. And the best of 5 going to Tempo Storm. A valiant attempt from VP to come back from a 2-0 deficit to 2-all. But in the end, the Brazilians were just too strong on their T side, and they will be victorious and face SK tomorrow.
And you can't help but to crack a smile along with the men at Tempo Storm. You can see Showtime in tears. They know this is a big moment for them. They've reached a new level in their journey. They've gone from getting map upsets against international teams, from wrecking, online in the North American region, to now reaching their first finals. And they've also started to win some series. They got the best of 3 against Dignitas. Now they had the best of 5 against VP, and they did it on maps that VP were good on. They beat them on Train. They beat them on Mirage. It wasn't as if they were gimme games. There were games where VP were going to be competitive, and they did it. And so, I mean, again, just congratulations to Tempo.